Welcome to another episode of By the Railside Podcast Movie Review. With us today, we have Jeff.
That's me.
Jordan.
My beater's sad.
And myself, Zach. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at By Railside, Instagram By the Railside, Twitch, twitch.tv/By the Railside. And just keep searching By the Railside everywhere and anywhere.
Especially in the forest, you might find a free candy.
Oh.
Or a mushroom ring. Don't step in it.
Because you can't step out.
Fairyland.
This week, we reviewed the hit 2006 animated feature, Happy Feet. And to tell us all about the movie itself is Jordan.
The story is about Mumble, a young emperor penguin that lives in Antarctica. Like others of his kind, he needs to be able to sing to attract a mate, but he has a terrible voice because his dad dropped him. Instead, Mumble must express himself and lure a female. That sounds creepy. Lure a female through his amazing talent for tap dancing. Thank you, J Welch 5742. But I don't consider that tap dancing. That was more. That was something deeper.
Something deeper?
Yeah. It was just tap dancing.
Came from the soul.
Deep down inside, like when he was being spontaneous, just happened.
Does everyone else sad? Remembering that Robin Williams is dead.
Yeah.
Played like 2 or 3 characters in this thing.
Yeah. That, speaking of, so it stars Robin Williams, R.I.P., Elijah Wood.
R.I.P.
He's not dead.
Eventually.
Brittany Murphy, R.I.P. Hugh Jackman.
Dead?
Yeah, Brittany Murphy is. Hugh Jackman played Memphis, actually.
Did he?
Yeah. Nicole Kidman, Hugo Weaving, and then a bunch of other people. Special shout out to Fat Joe, because he's fat.
His name's Joe.
And it was directed by
George Miller.
Yes, who is also known for Mad Max.
That's a little bit of a step away from this genre.
And many TV
thing called oh shit, what are they called? Real Effect or whatever.
practical effects.
Practical. Yeah, I didn't see a single practical effect in this movie. It couldn't be him.
The
humans.
people.
All the humans were practical.
He also directed and produced the hit TV miniseries Bangkok Hilton.
Is that about the Hilton Hotel in Bangkok?
I don't know. I'm just looking through his filmography here on IMDb, and I saw that and thought it would be funny.
What's a DB? And why are you one?
Deep Butts. I'm Deep Butts.
It's true. He took a 12-hour shit the other week.
Yeah. Just finished. Just in time to do this podcast. Anyways, let's go. Let's think about it. Don't think about it. We'll speak about it. Let's start with our local movie hater, Jeff.
Was like the basic bitch of Disney movies. Like, I'm not a big Disney movie person, but this one was just like the most basic one I've ever like witnessed in my life. It's like, hey, you shouldn't treat people that are different from you badly. Also, humans are killing the planet. Like, everything was so on the nose, it was ridiculous. A lot of times with movies, their like meaning or whatever is a lot more subtle. This was just like, let's throw it in your face, but let's also go against it. You shouldn't treat people that are different than you poorly unless they're like religious, and then just like tell them that they're wrong and go against everything they say.
Are you talking about Lovelace?
him. Oh yeah, that's another message that if you lie, you'll get a bunch of people to throw you money and you get bad bitches. That's a good message.
Well, that's an age-old message. That's the Catholic Church right there.
You'll eventually get strangled by a fucking beer cozy or whatever they're called. But yeah,
Yeah, it's so important. That was real. It was pretty real in certain parts.
I don't think that was super real. Like, there should have been way more garbage in the ocean. Like,
Yeah.
currently we have an island in the ocean that is about the size of a state in the U.S. I can't remember which one. Purely made out of garbage.
Yeah.
it really depends on like the current, right? I don't know what the currents are like around Antarctica if it washes everything away because I know that one's in like the middle of an ocean. So that would really depend on currents. But yeah, I really didn't like the end of the movie. I would have loved I would have liked the ending of the movie more if it just kind of stopped with him going crazy in the fucking zoo, because that's exactly what would have happened in real life. Um, Instead, they're just like, well, it's a Disney movie. We have to give it like a touchy feely happy ending. So we're just gonna have the humans strap a fucking tracker to them. We're gonna go find them, and then we're just gonna dance with the penguins. Lol. Also, we're gonna have a scene where all the humans decide to just stop making massive amounts of money around an island that has no government that could stop them. Like that, none of that shit would actually happen, and that like really ruined the ending for me. I think it would have been much better if he just went crazy in the fucking zoo.
Just start bashing his face off the wall.
Eat the fish, Mom!
Yeah. Because that's what would have really happened, right? Like,
Yeah, I don't think humans don't really give a shit about animals at this point. It's more just how can we make money off of them.
Yeah, that would have been that zookeeper that found that penguin would have been like, hey, give me more money, or whoever the dude in the truck, which that was in Florida. That little penguin, little Mumble, swam from Antarctica to Florida. That's impressive.
That's unfortunate on so many levels. Like, of all the places you could have landed in the U.S., you got to land in Florida. He's lucky he survived.
Yeah, he got the start. It was a Florida penguin back in the news again today.
Florida man in the news for fucking a penguin he found on the beach.
Half dead. He thought it was fully dead.
He said,
in his defense,
my bad. Although by the time I was halfway through, it was fully dead.
But let's get down right to it. The movie itself is literally just about penguin fucking. The whole thing is like you gotta sing to fuck, or you gotta dance to fuck, or Lovelace just needs to be choked to fuck.
No. You sing to fuck. You dance to bring humans.
To fuck.
And then you don't fuck the humans. Not yet. That's Happy Feet 2.
the Happy Feet too. Did you guys know that?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
It's all about his son, Eric.
Are you shitting me?
No.
Yeah.
He can't find his groove.
He's got bipolar feet.
Unlucky.
2 left feet. He can sing though, but he's shamed for being a dancer.
Only a C sharp. You can only sing C sharp. That's it.
Did you know that emperor penguins do like use some weird call in order to attract mates, like a lot of other birds? But then there is other penguins that do like a little jig to fucking attract mates.
Hell yeah. Dancing in the Animal Kingdom to get pussy it's iconic.
Yeah.
It will never end. Like a peacock. That's its whole life. Is just, I hope I'm pretty enough so that this lady wants to bone me and make more.
Hopefully she lets me fly.
One issue, well, I had a very great many issues with this movie. But one of them comes in the form of a review I was reading online, which I didn't think made much sense, and then I watched the movie, and now that I have it, it just makes more sense. So this is from a Hindi. It was wrote on January 4th, 2021. So they said, I was so disappointed watching this. I heard it was good and finally got around to watching it, but gave up halfway through. The penguins are cute, I guess, but the gender roles and racial stereotypes are better suited to the 1950s than 21st century. Now, reading that, I was very confused because this is a movie about penguins. Why?
And
Why?
you got the Mexican gang up in there.
Hell yeah! There was a lot of racial stereotypes that I was unaware of after watching this movie when I was younger. I just didn't click. There's a lot of sexual innuendo in it too, which I do not
The whole
approve
movie was one big sexual innuendo.
of. The dance scene at the end, Mumble was straight up slapping his lady penguin's ass
Oh yeah,
several times
he
with
learned
vigor.
that in the clubs in Florida,
That's what it was. The guy who picked him up actually sold him after about a month,
and that was the start of Club Penguin.
and his horrible down spiral with cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the like most sexual innuendos was when him and the girl penguin like collided at the not the beginning, but at one point, just like every time they'd try and get up and they'd fall again, they just ended up in another like human sexual position.
Hell yeah! You get the 69, you get the random cowgirl. It's all gross.
Yeah. Just fall down, just mowing penguin pussy.
The next bit, yeah, it says it presents a world in which men and women can't be friends, and women are reduced to either mothers or sexual conquests. Now, I do want to point out, this is a movie about penguins. That's pretty much what female penguins are. Like, I haven't done extensive research on the subject, but I know for a fact that male penguins rape the shit out of everything. Everything. Anything that moves and is alive, it'll do it. Oh, you see that baby seagull? Nope. My new fleshlight, bruh.
And like, what do they think the animal kingdom is? Like, there's four things you do in the animal kingdom. You reproduce, you eat, you survive, you sleep. Like that's what the animal kingdom is. They don't have luxuries of gender roles.
Yeah, they can't just like go to Target to get their meal. They gotta hunt or forage. This is shown in the Great Voyage. What was it called? The Great something when the
the Great Commute? No.
it
It started with a C. Ah, fuck.
Google it. You got the internet.
I did the Great Sea, and I got Canadian Baking Show.
Oh.
Well, they referred to this vast voyage of females from going to get food as the Great something or other. And I can't remember what it was called.
Then the Great Female Getting Food, and I got a bunch of diets.
Yeah, fuck. Can't remember. Both parents went on it though, but all the fish were gone because us humans, we need our fish. Apparently.
Yeah, I like sushi.
Yeah.
Same with sashimis.
We are actually just ravaging the fish population, though.
Yeah.
Oh, destroying it. It's great.
Yeah.
But don't worry, the penguins are going to prey to the Great Gwyn from Dark Souls. And they're going to make it all better. They're going to smite the humans and light the fire, and then they're going to have so much fish they're not going to know what to do. And they're going to go insane.
What was that whole like hallucination scene at the beginning? Was that supposed to be like no, because that's north. When they're just like they see the Great Gwyn in the sky and it's fucking like throwing a bunch of fish at them and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell was that?
I think that was supposed to be Aurora Borealis. So like
north?
Yeah, in Antarctica. I know, little off in their times, their space. But yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be, and then that was like their god. They're like, no, you pray to the Great Gwyn.
The Great Gwyn, the penguin, Great Gwyn. But then fucking Memphis fucked it up.
Yeah.
Because everywhere else is in harmony, right? They're like, oh, we bump into this beat, we pray into Gwyn, we sucking down imaginary fish. And Memphis is just like, ooh, I want to fuck my wife.
Did anyone else find that scene to be extraordinarily dark when he dropped the egg?
It was nighttime.
Yeah, but like so dark you couldn't see what the fuck was happening.
Yeah, that's called easy animation.
Yeah, the less things you actually have to animate is like, oh no, there's a bunch of snow back there. We got a couple mountains. There's like about 1,500 penguins, but it's so dark you can't see them. That's how you save on the budget, and that's how you can use real humans instead of animated actors that you'd have to put in the suits. I want to know what timeline this is from, because after he gets like picked up on the beach, it shows like factories and shit in a vast city, and there's a helicopter.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's very modern times, but all the women, all their hairstyles were from like the 1940s, 1950s.
Yeah.
Like I thought we just beat Hitler, and then we found this awesome penguin on the beach, and now we're gonna lock it up in a cage.
Yeah. That was so unfortunate that, man, Mumble just wanted to save his family, and he gets ruined on the beaches of Florida, and also just gets sent out just immediately because he can't sing. Like,
not immediately. There was a lot of build up,
and he gets blamed for an issue that's been happening since before he was even born.
Yeah,
they were having issues finding fish, and then all of a sudden this old guy's like, "Hey, you know what? This is Hugo Weaving with an Irish accent, arguing with the son of a man with a Tennessee accent. Fuck you, you ruining our lives." And he's like, I'm trying to tell you, like, it's there. I could save you guys. Nope, you're the cause. And then they all sing at him and make him leave.
That's how you do it. If you want someone to leave, you just all of your friends harmonize, and eventually they'll leave. Well, that was an underlying message in this vast swamp of racism. Oh, you're different. You're probably the cause of all the problems. And then he left, and then they had even worse problems, I would assume, because the food shortage probably got worse, judging by the amount of birds that were just hanging around their penguin hole.
Yeah, waiting for them to die.
Yeah, it's because they'd learned by that point. Before it was 4 birds picking at like a youngling, and now they're just like, oh, we're gonna wait. Yeah. I saw 4 of them drop yesterday, but they got to them before we did. Penguinism.
Yeah, I know it's not strictly just because he's in this movie, but the fact that Robin Williams is in this movie just makes it so much funnier. Like the comedy bits in this movie were fantastic. The background when Mumble's first just like that little penguin gets swarmed by those 4 birds, and he's like, "What's that on your leg?" And then everyone's like, "Oh my God, don't!" And then it's just like, "No, let me answer this very perceptive little penguin." And then as he's telling the story, the birds in the background are doing the exact same actions as the bird telling the story because they've heard it so many times.
I mean, if I was a penguin or a bird, I'd probably ask the guy, I'd be like, "Hey, what's going on with your ankle? Like, we're not 14-year-olds named Ashley. We don't have anklets. We don't have ankle bracelets. Me and my besties made this one. Mine says bestie. Hers says bester. I misspelled it.
Ashley with 2 eyes on the end.
And a Q.
Yeah.
Because my daughter is unique. Yeah, well, my son tap dances. I can't sing. Memphis was so disappointed in his son. And, like, the first chance to get rid of him, he's like, "Oh, you know, honey, we should probably listen to the elder. Like, it's probably his fault there's no fish."
Yeah.
And his son was just happy. He's like, "Yeah, no, I'll go. I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get the aliens. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about me, Mom."
That was the happiest acoustic penguin ever.
That's all it was. He was just autistic.
Yeah. And determined. So it was just like, nah. Like, I know there's a problem. He's the only smart one there. I know there's a problem. Like, you guys can't see it. Like, I'm going to go show you. You guys want, but then when the girl actually comes, like, "Hey, I'm going to help you out." He saves her life because he knows shit's going to get dark. And he's like, there's a chance of death.
Yeah, no, she couldn't handle it.
He's like, "Gwen?" Is that her name?
No.
No.
Gwen is the penguin.
Gloria.
Gloria.
You gotta go, bitch. And she was like, "You're stuck with me, Mumble. That's it." And then he was just like, "Yeah, but your singing sucks."
Alright.
Yeah.
And then she gets mad. Before any insult thrown at her, she's like, "Yeah, whatever. I'm sticking with you. I don't care if we're not gonna have a family. Like, I got you." And he's like, "Yeah, but you're a bit pitchy." And she said, "Excuse the fuck me? I'm waddling home. You can stare at my penguin butt, which you don't have because I got eaten by a lion seal or a turtle. What was it?
Lion seal.
Yeah.
Thank you. You got eaten by a lion turtle."
Yeah. But that actually is pretty spot on, though. If you can't do something and you criticize someone who can do it, but you're actually like throwing out different things, like he used a lot of the terminology like you would use, like, hey, like your pitch is off and this and that. If you do that to anyone, I've done it to hockey players. 'Cause I can't play hockey worth a shit, but I know hockey. And if you tell them things that they're doing, and they're just like, "No, you're not even on the ice. Like, fuck off." And I was like, "Okay, whatever. It's fine."
I'm just saying, I poke checked you 6 times in a row. Maybe just don't do what you're doing. I think she was just more offended because like she's been fawned over her entire life. Like, she's head of the class always. Even the first day they showed up, she's like,
She gets head in class.
"I could sing a song, teacher." And then Mumble's just like, "Hell yeah." I love that shit. And then everyone looks at him weird.
Yeah.
Is he having a seizure?
No, the brown noser.
I like that kind of salad.
His singing was great, though.
Yeah, totally. Oh my god! What was that guy's name? William Hung?
What?
She banged! She banged! It's the William Hung of the penguin world.
It's unfortunate, though. He can't dance.
William Hung? Are
I
you
don't
fucking
think so.
kidding me?
I don't know.
He's
Am
got
I?
moves like Jagger. Whoever that is.
Yeah. Jeff, do you know who Jagger is?
Mick Jagger.
Ick Jagger.
Mick Jagger.
Nick?
Mick!
Yeah, Rick. Rick Jagger.
You know Rick Jagger? From high school, right?
Come on, Zach.
We're gonna get some asshole named Rick Jagger. I don't appreciate you doxing me.
Yeah, don't bring me into this.
I want to talk more about why this movie makes me uncomfortable.
Okay.
So let's go in a chronological order. Jeff, how did this scene make you feel? So when Norma Jean comes back, and she refers to her husband as daddy.
Yeah, that one.
Inappropriate. I didn't like it. But she almost immediately follows it up with puking in her son's mouth. And then you see Memphis in the background go, "No, yeah, I love it when she does that." What? I don't understand. Why was that put into a children's movie? Like, not even for we're gonna put this, add a little bit of spice for the adults. Like, they're gonna love it. Who the fuck loves that? You got one dude in the back who came by himself, a 40-year-old man by himself to watch this movie in theater, sitting in the back corner, the darkest part, where people can jack off.
Yeah.
And he saw that and he was like,
I know that.
I have a reserved seat there. I think.
He's a pass, if you will.
I don't understand why that was put in the movie. I love when my wife throws up in my son's mouth.
Yeah.
Isn't that how? Like, I know that's how baby birds are done, but is that how the males are like fed after the females come back from hunting? Do they just like baby bird the males too, since they've been watching the egg the whole time?
No, I think they switch. I think with penguins, it's a swap. Like, the male sits on, and the females go out and fish, and then they swap, and I think the males go out.
I got no idea.
Well,
But
after that,
the whole
they-
daddy thing, that's like a very human thing to do, right? Like, if someone's like a new father or something, right? She came home expecting him to be a new father, kind of thing. You say, "Oh, there's daddy," kind of thing. Even if the kid's not there, you're just like giving them being a daddy, right?
There's a massive difference between what you said and what she said. You said, "Oh, there's daddy," when she said, "Oh, there's daddy." Like she's about to get fucking railed in front of everyone. Let's make another fucking egg. Daddy. No. You fucking take that back to the ocean. Fucking puke. Get on the ground. Puke it on the ground. I'll feed the sun. You go and cool the fuck off.
Yeah, but it's weird though, because when he called her mama, I didn't feel any like.
Because that's not really a kink thing, right? Like, young women will 100% be like, oh yeah, like they'll call their significant other daddy, which I have issues with if it's in English. You call like your significant other poppy, no issue whatsoever. And I don't know why. It's just the word daddy is ruined for me. But
sexual, what's the fucking term? Oh, I can't think of the term. And that's it.
Yeah, but no one goes like and calls their girlfriend mommy.
Oh, there's probably plenty that do. You just haven't browsed that section of the internet lately.
I've been on very many sections of the internet. Don't you assume what I'm browsing. First off. Second off, that is a very, very niche community. People that do it seriously. Like, I've seen a lot of sarcastic people, like the lady Dimistru or whatever from the new Resident Evil. And people are like, ooh, mommy milkers. Which, that's funny. But, like, I don't, like, it's weird. Because, like, in my head, if I can listen, I have the perfect image in my head of someone, like, seductively saying daddy. But I cannot do the same. I can't picture it for mommy.
Yeah.
There's no situation that I can think of where that would be seductive.
Pretty hard, at least for me anyways, to have... It's easier to think of pretty much any word to be said sexually in a female voice. But then as a male, the male voice isn't really assumed in a sexual way, especially not from other males, right? Like, it's probably just a gender thing at that point.
Yeah. You don't see this. A big burly gay man. Fuck me, daddy. Whoa.
Sir?
Whoa. You gotta, wow.
Sir, you're gonna have to take that back to the streets. Go back to the bathroom and stare at me.
Hey, where's all the outrage for, you know, how everyone freaks out over, like, they cast Bryan Cranston in, like, The Upside. He played that quadriplegic. And they're like, hey, why don't you cast an actual quadriplegic?
Why didn't they cast real penguin?
Or, no, but, like, Robin Williams, clearly not Mexican.
Yeah, but
he's Robin Williams. So.
For several reasons. Like, one, he's Robin Williams, two, he's dead.
Yeah.
You can't really...
Oh, they get mad over that.
Give me my fucking Ouija board. I have some questions. Hello, Mr. Williams. I was wondering, why are you racist? Just goes to no.
Wasn't he also the fat one?
Yeah, Lovelace.
Yeah.
And apparently he was also Cletus. I don't know who Cletus was in the movie, but he was also Cletus.
It was the dude behind Memphis when he was like supposed to be looking after his egg, but he was dreaming about fucking his wife.
Yeah.
And the egg rolls down, and you just hear the tiniest little ooh.
Now, Robin Williams' lines were like, I don't know. The man was a genius, and he was able to deliver these lines so well. But I don't think it was him that said it. But when Mumble fell off the iceberg or whatever, and one of the crew was just like, man, how is he so accidentally cool?
That was Robin Williams, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it just broke me. I was like, what the hell? And then when he they were jumping down to the elephant seals, I think it was, and he was just like, he's like, oh, I just gotta trick myself. Oh, what's that? Oh, and just falls down.
A movie effect I didn't notice, and I really kind of want to rewatch the movie to confirm this. But apparently, when the helicopter flies over the colony of emperor penguins at the end, the elder says, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah.
I would love that to be true, because just like this old ass penguin who doesn't believe that aliens are real, just holy fuck, and then starts tap dancing his ass off because that's what the humans want. And if we don't tap dance, then this brick of C4 strapped to Mumble is gonna blow.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Rumble's first discovery of the aliens?
Oh, like when the girl was like fixing her hair in the mirror, and the dude was clearly like, "Hey, let's go to the back, and you can blow me." Or
No, I'm talking about when they're like belly sliding, and then it causes a collapse of the iceberg for no apparent reason. And for some reason, inside this iceberg was a full-sized excavator that sinks to the bottom of the ocean, but no other humans or human stuff was there. Like, why was there an iceberg in the middle of this excavator in the middle of this collapsing iceberg?
oh yeah, that. And then he swam through either oil or hydraulic fluid. I'm gonna assume oil because they made it black. But
That's what
African American.
what's But yeah, just without being super phased by it, which was like, okay, whatever. And then he was just fascinated. He's like, "Where's this?" And then I guess he probably just remembered back to the back in the day when he almost got ate
By
that-
birds.
and that bird told him about all the aliens. And then he just had to appeal to their better nature.
By doing a sick fucking thing. I love how fast he came back. Like, all it took was a girl slightly tapping a melody. Like, it took her a couple tries. She was like, tap, tap, tap. Anything, Mr. Penguin? Tap, tap, to tap. Anything? Ooh, slight look. And then she does a beat, and then he's instantly, oh, I'm back. My feet are happy again. And starts dancing, and she walks away. And then immediately is like, oh, fuck, I'm sad again.
I think that had to do with like throughout the movie, even when he was told like, "Hey, don't move, like don't just stop tapping your feet." Anytime there was a melody, his feet just went, and then he would go and get all excited and just keep going. So I think it's either just like either muscle memory or that's just like
It's like a dog wagging its tail.
yeah, or like that's his retardation.
I think that was my favorite line in the movie. Was
Retards?
when he first fucking
that
hatched.
line.
And when he first fucking hatched, and then his dad's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm happy." And then it's like, "Yeah, but what about your feet?" And he's like, the kid looks down, he looks up, he's like, "My feet are happy too." That is like such a thing that like a child would say,
Yeah.
and that made me laugh. It's just like thinks his feet are a different thing, not attached to it.
This is a noted. I got there's a subreddit called Movie Details, and it just tells a bunch of things, and that it brought up one of those the thing that you said that when he crashes into Glory after swimming, they end up in just a bunch of different sexual positions.
Yeah, I got a list. Cowgirl, reverse cowgirl, missionary, and 69.
See? The whole movie is just one big penguin fucker's wet dream.
It's the only way the youth are going to learn about sex, because the school system in the United States is garbage. But if we animate penguins looking like they're fucking, then they'll be asking their parents, be like, "Mommy, what are those penguins doing?" And then Uncle Greg's just like, "Oh, they be fucking."
Mommy, what's reverse cowgirl?
And then Uncle Greg goes, "Here, let me show you." And then the cops get called, and there goes my third bar mitzvah.
You know that his penguin coating, you can see it here, but his penguin coating actually resembles a tuxedo, and that's why it's kept in.
Yeah.
It has a little bow tie and everything like that, and you got 3 black spots near the bottom to resemble
Buttons.
spats.
Spats?
Spats is what they're called.
Are those like Spanx?
I don't know,
Keep everything in.
and don't let anything out.
That just seems like a bad idea.
Spanx?
Yeah, like not letting anything out at all. What if you fart or quit?
No, hold it in.
Your pants are
A
gonna
big
balloon
old
up.
balloon.
Yeah.
Like, damn girl, that ass is fat. And she'd be like, nah, I've been farting.
Yeah. That's
This
how they
ain't
get so
cake,
big.
This is gas.
Although that would be a great like undercover weapon. It's like you spend all day walking around, you got some swamp ass, you've been farting, you've been sharting, and then you walk into like a postal office
Fellers.
and you just break the seal.
Wait, sounds like a balloon.
And then
Like-
Gloria behind the counter was like, I was named after a penguin, I smell shit. This is very important, and I'm saddened that I didn't read this before the movie because I would have liked this warning. Warning: may cause toe tapping.
You know what? It had a ballin' soundtrack.
A ball and
Yeah. There were some bangers, as the kids say.
okay, yeah, that's fine, but like ballin', I was like,
Yeah.
it's not 2006 anymore.
Oh, it's when it came out. So it's ballin'.
2004, isn't it, when it came out?
No, that was in Malaysia.
Oh, 2006. It released in 2006, in the late part of the year.
Shit, yeah, you're right.
And it was not a Disney film. It was actually a Warner Brothers film.
Ho ho!
Okay, well, fucking animated kids film is basically what I meant when I said Disney film.
most animated films are Disney, unless they're from Japan.
And those are different. Those aren't meant for kids.
Yeah. Had a budget of $100 million, and at the box office it took $384 million. Look at that, almost quadrupled the investment.
Steve Irwin was in this movie.
Yeah, he played Trev.
And it is dedicated to him because this was his last film. Rest in peace.
Man, there are a lot of dead people in this movie.
That's what
It
happens
was
with
only
time.
15 years ago.
That's really...
Fuck, 2006 was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Who did Steve Irwin play?
Trev.
Steve.
No.
Who's Trev?
I don't know who Trev was.
Trev.
Trev.
Trevor.
Well, I feel like he was probably one of the elephant seals. Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
did have a vaguely Australian thing. Yeah.
Was he the one that sucked his nose?
I don't
Because,
think
like,
so.
if I go to heaven, I'm going to have some fucking questions for you, Steve. He's going to answer them in full and make me fall in love with him all over again. But he's
Yeah.
going to answer my goddamn questions.
Or who? What was another great character? Was it Miss Viola? Or
the singing
Russian,
character.
yeah, the Russian singing penguin. That was just like trying to help Mumble get his voice, and it's just so aggressive and so loud. You're just like, man, 100% Russian. I think it's played by. Is this it? Oh, she's Australian. Magda Zubanski. Australian.
Sounds Polish.
Yeah. Or was it this one? No, that's British. Oh, she was in this too.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Professor
Harry Potter.
Sprout.
Miriam Magoles. Probably said that wrong. Who cares?
I don't know who any of these people are.
You know who Hugh Jackman is. Wolverine.
He's Wolverine, right? I know Elijah Wood was in Lord of the Rings.
And
He was
played
a
who?
Hobbit.
Played who?
He was Frodo Baggins, maybe?
There you go.
Robin Williams is a ghost, or not a ghost, a genie. I guess he's a ghost now. That was unintentional. Brittany Murphy, no idea. Nicole Kidman, no idea. Hugo Weaving. Was he in... He was in something we recently watched. I don't know what.
Lord of the Rings.
He was in Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Oh, he's the fucking elf fucker.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in The
Okay.
Wolfman too.
No, he's not the elf fucker. He's the fucker who is an elf. The elf fucker
Yeah,
was
but
Aragorn.
He also fucks elves because he's
Yeah.
a racist.
He played.
And he was also in The Matrix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but he was one of the
Mr.
bad guys. Right?
Actually, he played Mr. Smith.
Ooh. But he says that. That's his line.
No, one of them.
Anthony LaPaglia, no idea. Magna Subansky, no idea. Steve Irwin, the best.
Yeah, that's actually Brittany Murphy was. She was in 8 Mile. She got railed by Eminem.
Oh, she was a very forgettable character.
Yeah, wasn't that?
It's
Wasn't
because
that
you
good
don't
of
like sex with women, Jeff.
you?
Probably why you didn't like this movie, because there was a lot of innuendo.
Not a single gay penguin. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it was 2006. This is a
It
different
was a
time.
different time. How she was dead? What the fuck she die from? Overdose?
Pneumonia.
Because of an overdose?
I don't think so. But yeah, Jeff would care if it was Bradley Murphy.
Pneumonia 32.
Yeah.
What's wrong with her that she died from pneumonia?
She had pneumonia. I love answering questions like that. How the fuck does someone get pneumonia at 32? Well, you get pneumonia, and you are 32. Or will be soon.
Whoa!
Whoa!
In 2006, she played in a movie called The Dead Girl. Foreshadowing.
Unlucky. 3 years later.
Oh man, shouldn't talk ill of the dead, but god damn, it was easy. The guy that directed this directed Mad Max. That's and like the originals too, not just Fury Road. Like he did the original ones with Mel Gibson.
He definitely improved because Mad Max was a much superior movie to this thing.
And he did Babe, Pig in the City.
I don't know if I've ever watched that.
Mad Max Fury Road was his comeback to cinema. He finished with Happy Feet 2 in 2011, and then came back in 2015 to do Mad Max.
Alright, I was fucking right. Brittany Murphy's official cause of death is pneumonia, with secondary factors including iron deficiency, no one cares, and multiple drug intoxication, including hydrocodone, acetaminophen, methamphetamine, and chloramphetamine. It was a fucking drug overdose.
Yeah, but no, she
From
got real
Tylenol.
cold. She got real cold.
Yeah, brr. Pneumonia is a respiratory issue.
Yeah, you can't breathe properly when it's cold. My lungs be freezing and shit.
What are they trying to call the? Oh yeah, when they went for the elephant seals, and it's just like, yo, do these guys eat penguins? And he's like, no, they're herbivores. What? Kelp suckers. And I want to call all vegetarians that. That's great.
What if they don't eat kelp?
That's their problem.
What is kelp?
Do now.
Kelp is
Kelp's a fucking plant, as far as I know.
Isn't that the shit that just like floats on the lakes?
Well, it's dead bodies.
Oh, kelp are a type of algae. Okay.
Yeah. The animation of this movie was pretty good, given the time. The integration I found of those people up on the cliff seemed decent. Like normally, it's you can like fully tell, like, no, that's real people, animated things. Like there's a very fine line, but the way they integrated that seemed pretty well done.
I think it was probably a lot easier because all they would really have to do, like, I could tell the helicopter was fake, but for them, I think all they really have to do is like just put them on a snowy ridge or something that looks snowy, and then you're good because everything else just add a white background. You're in the desert that is the North Pole.
The North Pole of Antarctica.
Yeah.
Penguins are in Antarctica, right? Like they got like
Yes.
Yeah, they're not in the north. And they're in Africa.
So there's no king in the north.
I thought he would have went to Africa. Maybe he went to Africa and then got transferred to Florida.
No, because and this isn't me being racist, but I'm pretty sure the industrial complex that he landed beside wasn't in Africa.
That's true. It was the 50s.
I didn't get a good look at the Jeep that rolled up. Get a look at the license plate, see what state or where it's from. If it's long and thin, it's not from America.
Choreography was pretty good in the movie too. All them dancing penguins. I think that's what kills it on the animation is the fact that they were able to animate that so well.
Mocap.
And then mocap?
Yeah, they actually did mocap.
Really?
Yeah, and they forced the people that were doing like the dancing to wear like beaks. Because like otherwise they'd be like, okay, these fucking idiots are goofing around, so they'd have to wear the special beak helmet so they would compensate for having a beak, right? Because you want the dancing penguins to be as realistic as possible.
Oh yeah. The tap dancing for Mumble in particular was provided by Savion Glover. Look at that.
I don't want to.
All right. The dancer went through penguin school to learn how to move like a penguin and also wore head apparatus to mimic a penguin's beak. Dude, I would be poking people with that all the time.
Can I get a bagel, please? Yeah, I don't have time. Okay.
Did you notice the chair that the kid was in when they were doing the whole "we must save the penguins" part? He was in like a fucking. It'll take the shape of like a tire, but it's made out of plastic, and he's sitting like straddling the inside of it, rocking back and forth. Did you guys notice that?
No.
I did not know.
It's really random.
Just going straight crazy. Save the penguins, save the penguins.
Here's something that you may not have known, and I didn't know was necessary. There was a video game based off the film developed by A2M and published by Midway Games. Has the same cast as the film.
The rhythm game.
I have no idea. It's for PlayStation, PC, or PlayStation 2, PC, GameCube, Game Boy Advanced, NDS, and Wii. That's it.
Yeah.
It's an action adventure game based off the comedy movie of the same name. This is a comedy?
Huh.
I thought this was like a huge lesson on what not to do.
Midway Games did Mortal Kombat, Rampage, NBA Jam, Gauntlet.
That's just the publisher, though.
Okay, so they had 3 different modes. A dancing mode, which simulates Dance Dance Revolution with the player pushing the button in response to the arrows on the screen. A fishing mode in which the player collects pebbles and shrimp, as well as air bubbles in order to breathe. And a belly sledding mode, where the player sleds and collects the number of fish needed, sleds to beat a given time, or races another character down the hill. In the Nintendo DS version of the game, the rhythm sequences use gameplay mechanics similar to those in Elite Beat Angels, though greatly simplified. You know, for those kids that are like Mumble, that got dropped.
What was the first rhythm game you ever played?
What's that?
What was the first rhythm game you ever played?
I can honestly say I don't think I've ever played a rhythm game. Well, I guess Sekiro.
Guitar Hero, fucking Rock Band. Those are all rhythm games.
Oh, okay, well, I guess Rock Band then.
Or maybe, I don't know. Did Pokemon Stadium ever had something like that?
Not really.
Hell yeah, Pokemon Stadium, the Clefairy game. That was more memorizing, but
Yeah, that was just memorization.
It says, wasn't it?
almost like Simon says, yeah. Make sure you do these moves. If you don't do the moves properly, then boom, you're dead.
You get bonked on the head.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it was.
The rhythm game I ever played was Britney's Dance Beat.
What the
from
fuck?
Spears. I beat that shit.
But yeah, I guess you had sisters. I grew up with a.
And he's gay.
Yeah, I was about to say it. Just let me finish my sentence. You grew up with sisters, Jeff. I grew up with a very, very brother.
That's not true.
What are you talking about? Be like, hey, Zach, you want to play video games? You're like, no, I want to go pick flowers. I saw a rad patch of lavender.
That's how I sounded. I said, no, I want to pick flowers.
No, I want to pick flowers. I saw lavender. Shit smells amazing.
The detail with the penguins is actually pretty good too. The group when he goes with the amigos, they actually collect pebbles and shit.
Yeah.
In order for that's their mating ritual.
I mean, I would have liked to see a wider variety of penguins. Like we saw, 2 different kinds? Emperors and the Pebble Boys.
Yeah, I think that.
Well, I guess, and then the unnamed one who kept calling Mumble Dave.
Yeah,
It's okay, Dave. Everything's fine. Why don't you take a dip in the water, Dave?
I
It's
think
really real.
Lovelace plays a different. Yeah, he's a different penguin too. He's a rock hopper penguin.
So there's no point in him having a harem of different breed penguin bitches?
I don't know, unless these guys just fuck everything.
Do they have crossplay?
Yeah.
There's penguins in Antarctica called macaroni penguins and chinstrap penguins.
Oh my god.
Chinstrap penguins are all dicks.
There's also jackass penguins.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those ones are named because like they kept biting the scientists. Hey, we discovered this new type of penguin. What should we name it? Oh, you're not gonna like this, you jackass.
The Lovelace, their diet in real life, they tackle down squids and octopus, as well as other crustaceans and fish.
Those aren't crustaceans.
It breeds in colonies. Right? Dude, penguins are dope.
Penguins are not dope.
You can't smoke them at all.
Well,
Penguins, yeah, you can
they're
actually.
yeah, okay, they're rapey. I get it.
Real fucking rapey.
Are they as rapey as ducks? Did the female penguins have to
More
evolve a
so.
corkscrew vagina to stop from being raped?
They don't have a corkscrew vagina. They have multiple vaginas. They have decoy vaginas.
Who, ducks?
Yeah.
Certain species of ducks have corkscrew vaginas too. Have you seen a duck dick?
Yeah, I've seen a duck dick.
That shit don't make sense.
Does a duck's dick drag weeds?
Yes.
All right, Derry. Okay.
Okay, Derry. All right.
All right.
Think of it this way. Penguins would rape you. 100%.
What if I rape them first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why'd you volunteer for the mission to Antarctica? Well, I wanted to prove a point.
I didn't want to be raped by penguins, and the only way I could see to not get raped by penguins was to rape them first. So here I am.
Yeah, it's a rape or be raped world in Antarctica.
It probably is, to be honest.
No, I mean there's some that physically cannot rape. And penguins, I mean, I will grant them this: they do not stick to their own species. They are all inclusive in the raping. If you're on the ground within reach, and they're like, "Yeah, I can bust a nut." Bend over.
No.
Bite the pillow.
You know? No.
Bite the pebble. It's going in dry.
Oh, another fucking rapist animal is dolphins.
Yeah. They'll rape a
fuck
fish's
like-
mouth.
Yeah. And they're just like mean to creatures too. They'll find like they could pick any rock they want and they'll just be like, no, this clam is what we're gonna play with today, and they just fucking baseball it around and shit.
Yeah, they chew on pufferfish to get high.
Yeah.
It seems to me like the more intelligent a species, the crueler they are. Like humans, infinitely cruel. Dolphins, very, very cruel. Crows, mischievous little fuckers.
They're not cruel. They're just weird. They just love shiny things.
Chaotic neutral, bordering on chaotic evil.
Like our goddamn garbage bags. Please stop ripping them open, crows.
I'm gonna start training the crows to bring me stuff.
You know what? I actually don't care because sometimes the garbage men are dicks, and knowing that they have to pick up all that shit because I've already put it at the side of the road at the time they specified and they took too long to get it. I'm okay with the crows.
Fuck them. We want your garbage out at 7:30 a.m. 7:30 in the morning.
Plus the leader is Jon Snow.
What?
Yeah, the crows.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Crow.
I don't. That's Onyx the Fortuitous. He plays the crow.
No, it's
Jon Stewart.
no, the other one, Stamos.
Ah. I was gonna say Lloyd Henway. I don't know who that is. I don't even know if that's a real person.
Hemingway?
No, Henway.
Oh,
Lloyd Henway.
Steve.
No. Lloyd Henway. Okay, we got Boyd Henway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Lloyd's from Dumb and Dumber.
Lancashire. That's a real person.
Yeah.
Should I call him?
No.
Probably right. It's a UK number.
Yeah, it's a lot of fees. International.
Hey, can I see your phone?
No.
Hmm.
No.
I didn't know you were just a piece of shit.
I am.
Good
Everybody
to
knows
know.
that.
You probably get along with penguins.
Yeah, don't do that.
You fucking racist rapist.
All right. We got it. Let's rate. Let us rate.
With a
With
T.
a T. With a T.
R-A-T-E. We are rating this movie. That's not helping. Why can't they come up with a different word?
Here we go. I'm starting.
Here we go. He has
All
a
right.
number. It's
7. I'm rating it a 7 out of 10. I actually had zero clue. I knew Hugh Jackman was in the movie. Didn't realize he was Memphis, so he played a great role. Robin Williams is in it, so that automatically gains at least a 7 and up. Yeah, choreography was good. Animation was good. The storyline was like pretty generic, but I still had a fun time watching the movie. I laughed. I didn't cry. A lot.
I cry every time.
Yeah.
I cry from penis.
And the music was bumping. I tapped my toe a few times. Not gonna lie.
He danced just like the researchers at the end. It was fucking white.
What,
Yeah,
just kind of jumped up and down and then fell over?
Yeah.
3 grains of pepper in a pot of soup, white.
Yeah.
Drinking mayonnaise with a crazy straw, white. I'm gonna give this movie a 5. No, a 6. I'll give it a 6 because it was a great movie. It had a great message. Very, very heavy on stereotypes. The only ones I'm not gonna fault are Robin Williams because he is God. You can't fault him. He played the genie and a Mexican penguin.
In the same movie.
Yeah. Technically, I don't know what he wasn't really a genie. He was more of a prophesizer.
Maybe he was just weird because he was like lacking blood to his brain, and that wasn't actually how he acted.
Just over the years, he's like, yeah, no, this is who I am now. I got no frontal lobe.
His name's actually Dave.
Formerly known as Guru.
What about you, Jeff?
The other than like the storyline inconsistencies and whatnot, there's nothing like inherently wrong with this movie. Well, storyline inconsistencies and fucking like racial stuff and whatnot. Like the actual quality of the movie's okay, but I would not watch this movie again because 1, it's not my type of movie, and 2, it's like the most basic bitch thing I've ever seen. So probably like a 4. It's fine if you're a child, but if you're not a child, there's better animated movies out there to watch, basically.
Now, here's my counterpoint, and this might be another show that we have to do. We should take a huge amount of drugs and rewatch it and then re-review it while on those drugs. Because I think it'd be even
The
better.
reviews while we're on it, too.
Yeah. But I'm talking about, like, let's do a fuck ton of mushrooms and then watch it.
No, too much to watch that. I can't focus. I can barely focus and do it like a podcast. I had a weed cookie at like 10 in the morning on one of the podcast days, and I was off the whole time.
Someone's got an issue. You want to talk about it, you fucking druggie? Anyways, this movie got a 5.6666666666666. What?
Because penguins are evil. That's why you got the 666.
100%, yes. They're evil little perverted bastards.
That's a solid rating. That's a good rating for this.
You should have given it a lower rating because it just reminds me how society has failed Robin Williams.
And Steve Irwin.
Well, that wasn't society's fault. That was kind of just him being him.
Yeah, that was like 80% his own fault.
But no, the overfishing portion of it. Us destroying the ecosystems and ruining animals.
Maybe if they could fight back. Huh? Don't sit there and take it. Like, if someone comes onto my property and starts cutting down my house, I'm going to go like, hey, fucking stop that. And if they say no, I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to go, well, I'm going to fucking hit you.
They rape you.
No, I'm not a penguin.
No, that's what the penguins
Like Jeff said, I can't get raped if I rape first.
penguins. For all legal purposes.
This is a warning.
Oh,
You want to rape me? You better be prepared, okay? Because I am not going down. It's easy.
At that point, it just turned into consensual sex?
No. Because they do not want this to happen. They're like, oh yeah, I want to fuck this person. I'm like, you're getting fucked uncomfortably. I'm going to do it in the most incorrect way. You know what sounding is?
Yes.
I'm going to sound with my rod. And if it's a rapist with a vagine, guess what? Same fucking thing.
Unlucky.
Going in the pee hole.
All right.
I'm gonna remove their navels.
All right, we're gonna end that there. The takeaway from this is don't rape Jordan.
This is a review for a kids movie.
Join us next week where we will be reviewing Sleepy Hollow. Don't forget to follow us on the socials and join us on Twitch every Saturday night after we record this, as well as a few other days during the week. Other than that, you guys take care and enjoy the rest of your week.
This has been a threat.